And guys, if you aren't a part of the Tusken Love, I got one thing to say to you. Ladies and gentlemen of this beloved Kyber Empire, we have today the Tusken Warrior kit reveal. And boy, is she gonna be a ton of fun. What have the Tuskens been missing out on? Damage. And holy cow, is she bringing the damage here? If you know all the, look at this, you know all the momentum stacks that we can get on this team. You remember this a while ago. We did a live stream a while ago testing out Tusken Chieftain for the first time inside of Grand Arena. We're missing a fifth member, obviously. We all knew that. But we know this team is so anti-turn meter heavy that it's able to get tons and tons of stacks momentum. Where there was a time where we had over 300 stacks momentum. And when you get a load of this Tusken Warrior kit reveal here, you're gonna be like, holy cow. Now that's a lot of damage. I mean, look at this right off the get-go. We already have, what, 35 stacks, and eventually it's get to a point where we're gonna be at 92 across the board. When you get that momentum on it, more momentum means a lot more damage, 130 stacks, and it just keeps on skyrocketing through the roof. This was a really fun battle, and notice the game even crashes with how amazing this combo gets pulled off at the end. My gosh. I could say this is gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to get a hold of it. But you know what? This is also amazing. Gary, hit it! Oh, baby, I'm excited for today's sponsor. It's the hottest mobile game on the market right now, Marvel Snap. Collect all your favorite Marvel characters, compose a variety of decks, and take on your opponent in a 6-turn showdown with different locations to see who comes up on top. I love this game so much, I've hit the max rank of Infinite 2 times already. I've collected nearly all the cards in Marvel Snap, and to top it off, I love this game so much, I made a second channel for it. And hold on, you're not gonna believe this. They have a sandbox mode already called Battle Mode, where you can play against your friends, theorycraft, and practice decks. I haven't fallen in love with a mobile game as much as this in a long time. And don't just take my word for it, it won Mobile Game of the Year in 2022. So if you want to get on the fun, the hottest mobile game on the market right now, use that link down below and get ready to immerse yourself in a quality mobile game experience. Oh man, let's get to this kit reveal, guys. So Tusken Warrior, damage is needed. There's a lot of support potential on this, but really we need the damage on this team that make this team really shine. And as you saw that sample of the momentum that we showed in that one Grand Arena stream, we're gonna have a lot of momentum. Tusken Warrior is gonna be a Dark Side Attacker Tusken marquee event. So if you want to see this character tested out, baby, you know, we got a Tusken fanatic here, so maybe stop on by Thursday where we're gonna be testing Tusken Warrior to the max. And I'm really looking forward to the situations that are gonna make us smile a lot, I think. Highlights: gain momentum, deal massive damage to our enemies as we highlighted. Take advantage of damage over time divas. There's gonna be a lot of damage over time, because remember how this works out. As the enemy gets turn meter, you gain momentum. When someone targets someone with momentum, you're gonna stun them if you're over 10, and you're gonna have a high chance of getting lots of damage over time to them. That's gonna contribute a lot to the Tusken Warriors kit. You're also gonna buff Tuskens, give them critical damage and momentum. The damage is a bit low before Tusken Warrior. Obviously, she's bringing a lot of damage, but also Tusken Raider could hit really hard. You just gotta make sure we actually get some good damage out there. So let's go read this kit reveal, my friends. We have the basic Gadurfi Smack. Deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict damage over time for 2 turns. So we have another damage over time basic with the Tuskens. Attack again and gain 3 momentum for 3 turns if Tusken Warrior has momentum. So when we have momentum, it's just gonna kind of snowball effect into more momentum. But again, that Tusken Chieftain, they're gonna get you all the momentum you really need to make this pop off, baby. Continuing on, Tusken Charge, cooldown of 2. This is kind of a new thing, unlocks at tier 2. All right, that's new intel, I suppose, that they're putting on here. Grant all Tusken allies critical damage up. So that's gonna help us get more damage from other Tuskens, not just relying on the Tusken Warrior. So you're gonna get critical damage up for 2 turns and 5 stacks momentum. Keep in mind, we already have the Tusken Chieftain giving momentum from the leader ability and also from other abilities. Another way of getting 5 stacks momentum on there. Remember, you want to get past the 10 stacks of momentum on this team. So you're going to get 5 stacks momentum for 3 turns. Then deal damage to target enemy and inflict defense down for 2 turns. Defense down means we're going to put a lot more damage on there with all these extra effects. And then dispel all buffs on all enemies. Holy cow! That is amazing right there. Getting more momentum. You're going to cripple them with defense down. a mass buff this spell. That's kind of another thing this team needed. One problem I had is I felt like once I got stuck behind a tank, is like, we're kind of stuck here, Chief. A mass buff the spell, not even a single buff the spell. That's huge right there. So besides the big damage, they got some support characteristics on them with the mass buff still, getting around taunting tanks or anything in general. Great stuff. But here, this gives me a little bit of Scavenger Ray vibes, 100% here. Finishing Strikes has a cooldown of 4, has a Zeta on her. Remove all stacks momentum from Tusken Warrior. Again, when we have things like this, where we have hundreds, 353 stacks momentum that we could potentially get on Tusken Warrior, an additional time. Unfortunately, you know, it only camps out to 5, but imagine if you could get the 300 stacks. But the point being is, you're going to have plenty of momentum. That shouldn't be a problem. Man, I wish they would have had... I mean, to be fair, I guess... let's be true with myself. I know I love this team. They're fun. That would be a little broken if she can hit 350 times in a row. 50% less damage and can't be countered attack for each stack momentum move from Tusken Warrior. This ability has additional effects, though. You got some other stuff, though. Additional effects based on the number of momentums we have. So... I still 350 times in a row. I could be unreasonable, but you know, I'm biased with this team. So if you have 10 plus stacks, you're going to do 50% more damage. So cool. Kind of compensating for this 50% less damage. But it's not all lost. Yeah, we're not hitting 350 times. However, it's basically like a Probe Droid Savaggio press additionally. If you have 15 plus stacks, which again, won't be very complicated to hit, you're going to deal an additional damage, additional attack, one more attack an additional time. So you're going to hit up to 6 times. And then you're going to deal massive damage to target enemy. So 99,000 damage, basically, which can't be countered or evaded. So it's almost, I don't want to say it's quite an insta-kill, but when you're hitting this many times, 5 times, potentially 6 times, you're going to do 50% more damage per hit, overcoming that. Yeah, this is going to be a high single fire damage. Yeah, it's going to be pretty nutty how that's going to pop. I'm really excited for it. And over here, I'm a little man. It's a Territory War Omicron. No Grand Arena Omicrons except for the 3v3 and the Tusken Tusken Raider Omicron. A little mad about that, but I guess now they have a Grand Arena, you know. All right, okay, and Tusken Chieftains got, I just want a normal 5v5. I want an all-around Grand Arena Omicron. Maybe we're past those days. Anyway, Centuries of Tradition, Zeta, and the Omicron. Tusken Warrior gains 30% offense, potency. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Tusken Warrior's abilities deal 5% more damage for each damage over time effect. So again, just to remind you, you're going to get lots of damage over time effects from nomadic people on Tusken Chieftain. When you have over 10 stacks, when momentum is being removed, that's a lot of extra damage that you're putting on there. It's going to cap out at 50%. So that means basically you only need 10 damage over times to get you there. Whenever momentum is removed during an enemy's turn, gain 10 stacks of momentum for 3 turns. Ooh. So it's a way to kind of keep replenishing the amount of momentum. It just seems like she's never going to have less than 10 stacks on her. It seems very it seems like it's good. You have to try to have not that many stacks on her. Yeah, whenever momentum is removed during an enemy's turn, gain another 10 stacks for 3 turns, which is great. Whenever damage over time expires at an enemy, this is great too. Built-in tenacity reduction on the enemy team. All right, I don't want to get too cocky here. We're not going to get cocky, but let's just follow me hypothetically. You got those Kenobi teams that are like so high on tenacity. Imagine just completely decimating all of their tenacity, and it's stacking. There is no cap on it. So what is that? 10, 20, 30, so about 33 damage over times, which isn't complicated. Again, lots of damage over times in there. They're gonna have like no tenacity. It's gonna be completely gone. In Territory Wars, here's the deal. We got to keep in mind, we want this team to be, used in a lot of areas of the game. I think they're going to be solid inside a Grand Arena, especially 3v3. Even in 5v5 Grand Arena. Yeah, there's no Omicrons for 5v5. This is still going to be very usable in 5v5 with all that damage. But anyways, at least they're going to be helpful in Territory Wars too. And we know they're needed for the Crate Dragon raids. So kind of an important team to put on the radar. Whenever Tusken Warrior reaches 15 stacks of momentum, she dispels all debuffs in her. The cooldown of Finishing Strikes, this ability, the big ability, gets reset, and she gains a bonus turn. Limited once per turn. Tusken Warrior moves all stacks momentum at the end of her bonus turn. Wowza. And then Tusken Warrior moves all stacks momentum at the end of her bonus turn. So I don't know, they kind of did it twice, but okay, all right. Basically, this is kind of like think of this. You know, Grand Inquisitor, when they get 6 stacks of prayers, they get that bonus turn, they can try to do that instant kill on a Jedi. That's kind of what this is. This is like the Grand Inquisitor in marquee format for the freaking Tusken Raiders inside of territories. So holy cow, this is going to be a lot of fun. Loads of damage, a lot more momentum, built-in ways to reduce the tenacity of the enemy team, a mass buff the spell. This is looking like a really fun character, and I wonder how fast is she going to be? Tusken Chieftain's the new fastest non-legendary character in the game. If this character's fast too, my gosh, is that going to be annoying? Let's just check a few other things here. So again, as you guys know, as we said, it's a marquee event on February 23rd. 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so you guys know where to be. Here in the Kyber Empire, we're going to be in the video game division testing all this stuff here. And yeah, otherwise, nothing too transformative here, but I do want to mention this. Tusken Warrior comes out of Book of Boba Fett. Her time as Boba Fett's mentor and training him with the Gaddafi stick led us to make sure this weapon was as heavily featured in every attack. What I'm basically saying here, we have Grand Arena 3v3 teams. What I'm expecting with the Tusken Warrior. Gary, can you bring him on over for a second? Let me show them what I'm talking about. So, in 3v3, we're going into a 3v3 Grand Arena, and I'm ecstatic to play with this team. What I know, Gary, that's not the game. Over here, buddy. It's all right. I get it. So you're excited as well as I am. So we're going to have Tusken Chieftain there, and remember, or Tusken Warrior, with these Omicron on this team, you're going to be able to bring out Boba Fett Sign of Jango as a Tusken ally. So I'm thoroughly expecting 2 teams. And I'm expecting the team with Tusken Chieftain, Tusken Warrior, Boba Fett Son of Jango to be a really good 3v3 team. I'm really excited to see Boba Fett Son of Jango probably finally be the best they ever been in Galaxiers, and the second team would likely be Tusken Raider and Tusken Shaman. So you're going to get 2 teams in 3v3 Grand Arena. I think even in 5v5, although no 5v5 Omicron, and you can't use Boba Fett in 5v5 with them, Tusken Warrior is going to fill out this team very well and do some solid stuff. I was beating some decent teams that were turn meter heavy. I'm only expecting better things out of them. And then you're going to have use out of them in territories. And they're going to be needed for the brand new Krayt Dragon Raid. And I guess you could use this inside of Rise of the Empire too, although not specifically called out. Tuskens can be great on the Tatooine planet where they can't get damage over time. I don't know what to tell you guys, except that I'm extremely hyped and I cannot wait to test out all these characters with you guys, man. A lot of fun stuff. The characters have been pretty on point so far for Galaxy Heroes in 2023. Leave that like, comment down below and all your thoughts. What are you expecting of the Tusken Warrior? And more importantly, hope to see you on Thursday. And always be sure you say it. I'm telling you, it's got good juju. Always say how it's great to be in the Empire today.
Oh, it's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.